Good morning. It's Monday, 8 a.m. Candace May is in, and I'm here to share with you tidbits of gold. Well, today I'm going to actually talk about a different approach to leadership development. And there are great companies out there who do a lot of investment in their employees and in developing the leaders, and that's great. And then there are those companies who aren't investing at all in their employees. They don't even see the value of having a training budget. And so this is for those companies. This is for those people who are in a company who really think that they could benefit from more positive organizational change. My motto is build your people, build the business. When you invest in your people, you're investing in your business. When you develop each individual in your company, you're going to naturally grow your business. And it begins with you as the leader. That's right. So identifying what you're going through is critical. Knowing where you're at, having that vision, having a coach, someone speaking into your life, helps you get to your destination faster than you can on your own. We know that there's an 80% higher return on investment when you combine coaching with training. It really soaks into the individual and has life-changing effects in the behavior because they have the accountability that goes along with it. And while you're doing group training, you're actually taking the individual hand in hand and doing personal application in their life, in the situations that are arising in their days, at the office, at their home, a holistic approach, however that works. So we know trust is critical, but yet 1 out of 3 employees don't trust their employer at all. We know there's oftentimes personality conflicts in the work environment, and people work in silos, and departments aren't communicating. Communication is the number one problem in all relationships and in business, right? Well, communication is one of the things that I work with. I work with individuals and I work with teams. I have assessment tools, I have workshops, I have coaching. All of these things come together to really talk about that crucial conversation, how to have it, the two-way communication cycle, and what that looks like as far as observing, feeling, acknowledging the needs and the requests that you have freely and acknowledging with the other person. Emotional intelligence, developing your own awareness of who you are and what your strengths are and what your weaknesses are and what's going on in your body. I actually get down into levels that a lot of business consultants and trainers don't do. I actually talk about bringing you into awareness of what the feelings are and how they interact with your body, because most people aren't even aware of what to do with feelings or how to recognize them, or that they are actually sensations within your body that you can identify and become aware of. And that actually impacts how you're communicating with the other people around you. So in-depth training is powerful and wonderful, and taking it to a new level, a new approach, having interactive trainings, not just sitting and lecturing or talking, but actually doing interactive exercises and things that really bolster experiences and gets your brain's neuropathology connected, neurotransmitters engaged and fully reprogramming your mind in a different way than just sitting and taking notes and lecturing would do. So trust is important, and having those crucial, hard conversations is critical. Learning what your communication style is, and then learning what your team members' communication style is and how you can connect with them and alter your communication style to meet them where they are. That's really important. Understanding what that communication cycle looks like. I recall working at an employer once, and I had a supervisor come in, and he was talking about running during lunch, and he had a few of the team members go out running with him, and he was talking about how they just were not listening, that he would tell them what they were going to do and the path they were going to follow, and they just weren't getting it, and that people needed to follow. And what really shocked me was the fact that he didn't recognize there was a two-way channel to communication. He was putting all of the responsibility on those people who were listening, that they had to understand where he was coming from. And if they didn't understand where he was coming from, they were all at fault. But yet, it's the speaker's responsibility to make sure that the message gets conveyed. And so there's a process we go through in communication where we share the information, we get feedback, we have nonverbal communication that's happening, and we're picking up on not just the words, because they're only 7% of the conversation, but we're talking about nonverbal conversation languages. We're talking about the things that aren't being said that are speaking volumes in the room. And so learning all of these intricate pieces of communication are extremely powerful for a leader. And learning how to coach your employees for growth. We do performance reviews once a year. If you're really into it, you may do them quarterly, semi-annual, so that there's more feedback. There's no surprises at the end of the year. And then when you write up your employees, are you focusing on strengths and what they're doing right? Or are you only focusing on the challenges that they're having? Because if you're only focusing on the challenges that they're having, that's kind of demoralizing. And you should be doing both. And if they have areas of improvement, are you actually helping them figure out how to grow? People don't know how to grow. They say you have a problem in this area or that area, you need to fix it. And then they're sitting there going, well, what do I do with that? So I work with leaders to teach them how to coach their employees, how to encourage them to grow, and how to help them find that path production. We know that when we have these experiences in learning, our brain actually engages in a way that it becomes more real. So these are powerful processes. And I just wanted to share that today. I had more, but I'm going to put this away. So I wanted to just tell you that it's almost Thanksgiving. It's the end of the year. And we've had COVID in place, and we've had people having to isolate, and we had remote workers now. Not everybody's in the office. What are you going to be doing for the holidays? To acknowledge your staff, to acknowledge the year. Budgets may be different. People may be dislocated and not together, but there are ways to come together and celebrate virtually. I have ideas and suggestions on that as well. I actually have wonderful team activities that can come together that make people laugh and have fun and really engage at a deeper level, bond differently. And then, of course, it's a celebration and also a growth experience at the same time. I would love to speak with you. So if you could go to my website, CandiceMay.com, you'll find a schedule there on the menu. And you can schedule a free consultation with me. And I would love to actually have a lunch and learn or a complimentary conversation with your team so that you can create something really fun. So give me a call, schedule time with me. It's free. Let's talk about how we can move you forward. And right now, let's just have a free conversation and discuss some options that would, where you're at, what's going on with you, and how to move you forward and move your team forward. Because when you build your people, you will build your business. And we'll find the cost savings on the back end. Have a great day.